Hi, I'm Laura, and I'm going to discuss the opposition to the sex workers' rights movement. But kind of before going right into that, I thought it would be good to give you guys a better understanding of all the legal approaches to prostitution. So these are the four legal models to prostitution used globally. The first is criminalization. So this is where prostitution is illegal. All those involved in the sale of sex, the prostitutes, buyers, pimps, brothel owners, are all penalized for their role in the buying and selling of sex. Criminalization is the model adopted in the United States outside of the 10 counties in Nevada and 34 other countries around the world, including China, North and South Korea, Iran, Iraq, South Africa, and others. The second model is legalization. This is the opposite of criminalization, where all criminal penalties are removed from those involved in prostitution, involving the prostitutes, buyers, pimps, and brothel owners. With legalization, just like any other business, comes regulation. So this involves licensing of brothels and prostitutes, taxation of income, connecting sex workers with health and government services. And this model is the most widely used method around the world, adopted in 53 countries, most famously the Netherlands and Amsterdam, as well as Mexico, New Zealand, Cuba, India, and many other kind of surprising countries. So the third method is decriminalization, which I'll cover briefly because it's already been discussed in previous slides, but this is, like legalization, is the removal of all criminal penalties for all the actors involved in the sale and purchase of sex. But unlike legalization, there is no regulations put into place, so it is not treated like a business. As we know, sex work advocates, like sex workers' rights, support this model, believing sex work should be carried out freely without government intervention. And the fourth model is the Nordic model, also sometimes referred to as the neo-abolitionists model. It decriminalizes the prostitute, but only the prostitute, while holding the buyers, pimps, and brothel owners still legally accountable. This model, just like decriminalization, places no regulations on the buying and selling of sex. It was first adopted in Norway, which is where it got its name, but has since been used in Iceland, Ireland, Canada, France, and Israel. Some theorists differentiate this model, the neo-abolitionist model, with the abolitionist model used in England, where both the prostitute and the buyer are decriminalized, while soliciting and third-party involvement remains illegal. So that then includes the pimps and the brothel owners. So go ahead and continue to the next slide for a closer look into the pros and cons of each model.